Hello everyone, it's Juno and I hope you guys had a wonderful winter break. And Juno says she missed you so much and she was expecting you guys to be back in here. She's all in her seat ready to learn and she's wondering who else is here ready to learn. She says, I'm doing great. Did you get to go and eat a lot of wonderful tasty things? She says, yep, my mama spoiled me. My mama spoiled you, didn't you? Oh, and look at you. She got to go have lots of fun. I hope you got to have lots of fun. But I'm going to show you her one thing that she loves more than anything else. Watch this. Whenever I even show it to her, she'll lick her lips. Look at that. Let's see it again. Lick your lips. Oh, did you want that? No, she's going to go eat that and go away. That's her treat. All right. We're back to math. Now our first day you guys reviewed doing expanded form or doing the base 10 pieces where you're drawing your hundreds, your tens, and your ones. So that was the first way that we learned how to add. Now the second way we're gonna learn how to add 2-digit numbers is gonna be with expanded form. Now, we've already practiced writing an expanded form, but let's go look at it again. So, what you always do is you look at what is the greatest. So, our greatest thing is always our hundreds, but if there's no hundreds, then our greatest thing is our tens. So, I see a 5 right here. This isn't really, it's 56, but it's not really a 5. Because 5, this is what my friends like to do, 5 plus 6, that does not equal 56. So you want to make sure that you see that the 5, the value of that 5 is 5 tens. So let's look at that. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Look at that. So we have 50 plus 6. Does 50 plus 6, does that equal 56? Absolutely. All right, let's go on to our next thing. Now we do have 100. I have 3 of these guys. If I had 3 of these guys, 100, 200, 300, I would have 300 plus. Now I'm looking at my tens. We know that's not a 7. It's in the tens place. Now I do get some people that want to write this 300 plus 71. My tens and ones need to be separated. So that doesn't work. So right over here I have 7 tens. So 7 tens is 70 plus 1. So that's how I would write that one in expanded form over there. Now our next one, I'm looking over here and once again I got hundreds. I got a problem right there. So I am seeing, let's go with 500. Now, if we're adding, because eventually we're going to get to add 2 3-digit numbers. If we're adding 3-digit numbers, you should put that 0 right there because you might have a 10 in the number you're adding and then 8. So say if we were going to add these 2 numbers, you'd want that 0 in the tens place because then you go 70 plus 0. And I'll give you that number, but we're not solving those ones yet. We're instead going to come on over here and we're going to solve these 2 problems over here. Now we could go and solve this right now in our base 10 pieces. We could come over here and we could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. We could also go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's going to happen is when you go into 3rd grade, they're going to need to know 3 different ways to add or subtract to equal a number, not just the one way like our parents knew. So this is a way that we could do this. We could also do this with expanded form. So let's look at this. I always put equal signs. And now I'm looking once again, it's in my tens place, so it's 70 plus 2. And then I'm looking at 20 plus 4. And I always like to extend that line out because we are going to add these down. Now this is the trick I always do. I like to put my equal sign right there because I just transfer it down. And I like to transfer down my plus sign right there so I get myself all set up. Now I know with expanded form I started with my largest and went to my smallest. But when I'm doing numbers, I have to start with my smallest thing. My smallest thing is my ones, and the reason I have to is if I have too many ones, I'm going to send them to the 10. So if I have too many ones, they're going to get turned into a 10. If I have too many tens, they're going to get turned into 100. So you have to start with the smallest thing first. So I'm looking at 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Now over here, let's look at this. I'm looking at 70 plus 20, or even just 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Got to keep that 0 with it too. So 90 plus 6 is 96. Not bad. Now, this way is fairly easy as long as you don't have to carry. So this next one's going to be pretty bad. Not too bad. You guys can do it. So we're going to go with 60 plus 9 and 20 plus 4. If writing an expanded form is tricky for us, then you might want to practice this a little bit before you go into adding with expanded form. We should have gotten quite a bit of practice before break, so make sure. All right, so now I'm looking over here, and I am looking at, oh, I got to do my ones first. Okay, so I'm looking at 9 plus 4. Now I know I have way too many because I know 9 plus one more number gives me 10, and I can only have one number in that spot. But for right now, we're going to go 9 plus 4. Now I know give 1 to the 9, it gives me a 3. 13 plus. Now let's look at a 60, 70, 80. I have 80. Now, what I can do once I've done this is I can go, what's 80 plus 13? Or I could separate this 13. And I could say, ooh, 10 plus 3. So I could go, what's 80 plus 10? 90 plus 3. 93. You want to write that 93 right there. So what we're going to do is we are going to dive into a packet. I'm going to have you do quite a few problems because I feel the more practice you get, the more this is going to work, or you're going to get it. So this is going to be good practice for us. So you guys are going to be in this 2-digit addition expanded form. And I did a great job this time. There are page numbers. Yay! So just so you know that, it's going to be a lot easier. All right, so I'm going to turn right over here to page 1. You're going to be doing pages 1 through 7 today. All right, so I'm going to come on over here, and I am looking. Once again, we're in that expanded form packet. So I'm looking, here's my example right up there, but I'm going to just get right to work. So I'm looking at the 64. Let's break that up. My 60 plus 4, and then I'm looking at 40 plus 3. Okay, now this is where I can go, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. This kind of is a little tricky of a problem, first one to get. So 100 plus 7. Now I'm going to put my hundredths place. Do I have any tens? I actually don't, because if you look right here, that's the only one in my tens place. This one doesn't have a 10. So I have to put a 0 right here. And then a 7 in the ones place. So my number is 107. All right, let's go on to the next page. All right, so 72, 70 plus 2, 18, 10 plus 8. Remember, if this isn't easy for us to do, writing an expanded form, we need practice with that. So now I'm looking at 8 plus 2 is 10, and 70 plus 10 is 80. So now 80 plus 10 is, this one's easy, 90. So my answer over there is 90. All right, now I'm going to go and move and do a harder one over here. Let me go and see. I think I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this problem. So 19 is 10 plus 9. Then I'm looking at 17, 10 plus 7. Oh, it's already got the pluses right there for me. So 9 plus 7. I know my rule with my 9 is I give 1 to the 9, so I got 6. So it's 16. And then 10 plus 10 is 20. So now this is where down below I can write 10 plus 6. Or you can solve 16. Sometimes for me it makes it easier if I separate my 10s and my 1s over here. Because watch this. So my 16 was 10 plus 6. So watch this. 20 plus 10 is 30. And then how many 1s do I have? Oh, I have 6, so 36. So you are going to be working through this entire packet right here. And when you get to page 7, this is going to be the page you're going to take a picture of, and you're going to submit it for your journal. So make sure for this one you are showing me how to do this. All right, I hope you guys enjoy expanded form. It's one of my favorite ways to add rather than standard form. All right. See y'all later.